there was something very strange in the opening of yesterday's Parsha. The first verse reads as follows. Vayelech Moshe vaydaber Dvarim ha'ele el kol Yisrael. Moses went and he spoke the following words to all Israel. Moses went. This is a puzzling phrase. Where did he go? Here we would expect to read where he went, the destination. But when we continue to read, there is no destination. Usually, when the Torah uses the verb Vayelech, it tells us where the person went. In fact, later in our Parsha, the verb Vayelech is used again, and it clearly states where they went. Vayelech Moshe v'Yoshua v'yitatvu be'on moed. Moses and Joshua went and stood in the tent of meeting. Here, the Torah explicitly tells us where they went. But if we look at the first verse of our Parsha, after Vayelech Moshe, there is no destination. It simply says, Vaydaber Dvarim ha'ele el kol Yisrael. And he spoke the following words to all Israel. So is Moses wandering aimlessly? What is the point of this? Rabbi Pinchas Peli offers two interesting commentators on these words. First, the Ibn Ezra, 12th century Spanish commentator, answers this question and says that Moses went to and from each tribe to announce his approaching end and to comfort the people and encourage them to put their trust in Joshua. Usually, when Moses wanted to relay a message to Bnei Israel, he would call a big gathering and talk to the entire nation. But here, instead of addressing the nation as a whole, he paid individual visits to each of them. Being intimately involved with his people for such a long time, Moses felt that his farewell from them required a more personal gesture. In each visit, old memories were exchanged and heart-to-heart dialogue ensued. We can learn from Moshe's actions to become more friendly, especially with the new students, to broaden our circle of friends, and not to maintain the status quo. Rabbi Shlomo Ephraim of Lunchitz, 16th century commentator, also known as the Kli Yakar, offers a different interpretation. He explains the phrase Vayelech Moshe to convey the fact that Moses simply moved around in his usual manner of walking. He had no destination, rather he just kept on walking. Throughout his life, Moshe was very busy, constantly leading, teaching, and judging the people. He was always occupied with the duties of being the leader of a nation. But finally, when Joshua was transitioning into power, Moshe had the opportunity to get into what I call retirement mode. He realized that living with constant goals and missions takes a toll on you. Therefore, he decided to spend more time socializing, relaxing, and resting, schmoozing with people, and taking the occasional golf break, like our president. Except, Moshe did it with the people in their homes, not with his multi-millionaire friends at exclusive resorts. Being a student at Berman can be very demanding. Whether it's writing long essays or having to memorize a list of Gemara words, our dual curriculum is very challenging. And so it is easy to get caught up in this rat race and forget that we need to nourish ourselves by socializing, playing sports, pursuing hobbies, and even just chilling. So now we can understand Vayelech Moshe, Moses went, not necessarily to a specific destination, but rather he went on to just hang out and relax with his people. In 5779, despite high expectations and pressures, we should always remember to find time to talk to friends, develop extracurricular interests, go to events and concerts, and enjoy the school year. Shana Tova.